In this video, we're focusing on a unique trading series experiment in 2023 TF2 unusual trading. I've purchased 100 unusuals and I'm going to detail the entire process, from the reasoning behind each purchase to the outcomes of the trades. Throughout the video, I'll be sharing specific information about each unusual item, including why I bought it and its sellability and performance. This video will help you take an in-depth look at trading strategies, market trends, and the POV of handling a large amount of items. At the end, I'll summarize my findings and the key takeaways from part 1 of this series. Hopefully you can leave this video with a better insight of unusual trading. Now before we start, I'll go over how I'm tracking everything. In the first column, you'll see the unusual's name. Next, you'll see the price I bought it for. After that is the date I bought it on. Following that is the price I sold it for if I did. Next is the date sold if I did sell it. After that is the profit in keys if I sold it. And finally, the profit margin percentage. What was my return on investment? So price sold divided by price bought. If the table is highlighted in green, that means I know I've successfully sold it for profit. If the table is highlighted in yellow, that means I'm still trying to sell the item as of this upload. If the table is highlighted in red, that means I either sold the item for a loss, sold it for the same amount I bought it for, or simply I don't know what happened to it. I also have a picture on the left of the table for each item. Most items were sold on marketplace.tf. To determine profit, I'll divide the keys I sold it for after tax by $1.8, which was the price of keys at the time, which is how I got the key price for price sold. I'll try to showcase a screenshot for each sale if I can. Some are missing or weren't sold on marketplace.tf. The dates go by day, month, year. For instance, 9/08/23 is the 9th of August 2023. Each sale is as of 13th of December 2023, time of this upload. And take this video with a grain of salt. Nothing is actually 100% accurate here, but I know for sure the data I've collected is at least 95% accurate, which I think is good enough to suffice for an educational video. Now that I've laid out the ground rules for this experiment, enjoy the video. First unusual I bought was a Gravelly Ghoul King Cardbeard for 16 keys on the 21st of May 2023, and sold for 20 keys on the 24th of August 2023 for a decent 4 key profit and 25% profit margin. The item looks quite decent, the effect is quite nice, and it's also all class. Only problem is the amount in existence, but that could be a good thing because it drives the price down to be affordable. Miami Knights Throttlehead. Unsold, but it is a nice hat on a decent looking scout hat. It might sell soon. Hot Poltergeist Warpaint, Battle Scarred. Unsold, and Battle Scarred is not very desirable, but it's very themed and a popular warpaint. I might have the price too high, but it could sell during Christmas. Circling Peace Sign Powdered Practitioner. Mid-effect, okay looking multi-class hat. Pretty underwhelming sale as I only made 1.8 keys with a 12% margin. Hot Minimal Wear and Cool Factory New Gingerbread Winner Warpaint. Still unsold, but they are nice Christmas themed hats that I got for pretty good prices. I might have to lower the price for a sale. Hot Peppermint Swirl Minimal Wear. Very solid profit in a relatively short time. Good looking warpaint for blue grade. Blizzardy Storm Arctic Mole sold extremely fast for a massive profit. Definitely caught someone's attention being themed. Isotope Pumpkin Pied Warpaint Field Tested. Decent looking pink grade unusual warpaint. Despite taking 5 months to sell, extremely good profit margin there. Flaming Lantern Brown Bomber. The first red here. I think I sold it for the same amount I bought it for. I needed keys at the time so I quick sold it to a bot, but I'm unsure when. Called Warpaint Well Worn. I picked this up in the Steam market for very cheap, and since it was untradeable for a week, I listed it back on there and it actually sold for good profit. If you pick up any unusual warpaint for 25 keys or under, take it. It's easy profit and that's what buy orders are at. Fire Executioner. Okay effect on okay all class hat. Decent profit for time it took to sell. Sunbeam's Yuli Hog. I remember selling it in a mixed deal, but I have no idea about anything else. It's actually a good looking unusual with sunbeams and at an amazing price. Neutron Star Toadstool Topper. These are from Halloween 2016 and although expensive, should sell quite quickly. Unfortunately haven't sold mine, so it could be priced too high. I bought all these Arctic moles in the same day and it was a very good decision. Great budget winter themed engineer hat that sold quickly and for good profit. Orbiting Fire Safe and Sound. Decent looking unusual, unluckily hasn't sold in a while, but I expect it would. Cool Poltergeist Warpaint Field Tested. Very nice looking warpaint and is actually themed for blue team, but people forget about that. I might have a price too high, which is the reason for no sale yet. Flavorsome Sunset Fried Batter and Infernal Wraith Air Dog. Very cool looking effects on low tier scout hats. They probably haven't sold yet due to market competition or price too high. Energetic Haunter Brain Warming Wear. Very nice budget unusual effect, but the brain warming wear is a terrible spy hat. I'd almost completely avoid it unless the price is undeniably good. Orbiting Fire Nano Baklava. Decent looking spy hat which sold for a decent amount in a decent time. Tainted Frost soft hat. Very underrated budget effect. Low price usually due to supply. Sold fast for nice profit. Kilowatt Runner's Warm Up. Decent effect on a decent scout hat. Sold very quickly for a solid margin. This Degreaser. Good war paint applied, although it can sometimes be overvalued. This sale was a fluke in my opinion. Weapons don't really sell for this much. Starlight Haze soft hard hat. Nice looking engineer hat. Market can be flooded by good sale here. Abysmal Aura El Mustachio. This should have been a decent flip that takes under around 2 months, but I was heavily undercut so I sold it for a slight loss. Depending on the situation, you have to use your key sparingly to make more profit. Rising Ritual Taunt to Carlton. Pretty fluky sale. Taunts sell terribly due to their massive oversaturation unless you got some OG Halloween 2016, low in supply and high in demand one. Terawatt Sober Stuntman. Took a little bit to sell, but it's a decent effect and a nice looking, although low tier demo hat. Cool Kill Covered War Paint Field Tested. This sold for a brilliant profit. Kill Covered is a very popular war paint, especially in unusual. Hot Snow Globalization War Paint Minimal Wear. Okay looking, got it for a decent price, hasn't sold probably due to high price. Isotope Sasa Perilla Sprayed War Paint. Got this for extremely cheap. Isotope is very good, but this is probably one of the worst war paints in the entire game. Cool Cream Corned War Paint Factory New. Okay price to buy for. I probably have it overpriced. Factory New unusual war paints sell a lot slower than the other conditions from my experience. Don't overpay too much for them. Isotope Totally Boned War Paint Field Tested. This is a very nice war paint I got for a very good price. I likely have it overpriced on Marketplace, but it has lots of potential. Isotope Spirit of Halloween War Paint Minimal Wear. Very good looking war paint I got for extremely cheap and sold it for very high. That's an insane margin right there for only 13 days. Green Energy October Festa. Nice medic hat. Green Energy is good looking, but is often quite inflated nowadays. Solid profit in the time taken. Stormy Storm Executioner. This is probably a bad purchase. Stormy Storm is okay, and Executioner looks okay, but together they make this hat really inflated and is not worth the price in the eyes of a potential buyer. Terawatt Pomade Prince. Good looking and would sell in an empty market, but I needed keys. Look at that, I actually had 2 that I bought and dumped at the same time. Miami Knights Masters Yellow Belt. Very nice sniper misc. I was surprised it hasn't sold yet, but it definitely will. Be cautious when buying misc. They are often inflated, especially if the effect isn't good. Blizzardy Storm Masters Yellow Belt. Very good flip here. Got it for a good price and sold it for very fast, which I had expected. Stormy Storm Bonk Helm. This is a nice scout hat. Probably hasn't sold yet due to oversupply and market competition. Cloud9 Boston Brain Bucket. Very good budget scout hat, but last time I checked, there was 4 sellers, so it hasn't sold yet. Cool Gaudy Green War Paint Minimal Wear, which is favorable, but this war paint is ugly with a mismatching effect. This will sell with lots of luck and time. Cool Searing Souls War Paint Well Worn. Got this for a very cheap price, but the effect is mismatching with the paint and well worn is suboptimal. Disco Beatdown Titanium Tyrolin. Very good looking medic hat, even if it's Robo. I'd expect this to sell already, but it seems I'm just a little bit unlucky. Miami Nice Conjurer's Cowl. This is a beautiful demo hat that I sold in the same day. Good 2 key flip, but I definitely should have kept it longer as the price went up a decent amount and it sells consistently for the new high. Stormy Storm Company Man. Nice effect on okay looking all class hat. I probably have it too high alongside market competition. Arcane Assistance Taunt Flippin' Awesome. Good taunt, nice effect without too much oversupply. Do watch out when buying taunts though, they are extremely hard to sell if not unique. Hot Snow Globalization War Paint Field Tested. Got this for very cheap and got a lucky sale even if it was slow. Not the best looking and there's lots in supply. Starstorm Insomnia Spirit of the Bombing Past. Pretty quick selling unusual from Halloween 2016, as you can see there, only 9 days. The Halloween 2016 effects sell fast on Halloween 2016 hats, but often inflated on non-2016 Halloween hats. Terawatt Frickin' Sweet Ninja Hood. Decent effect on awesome looking scout hat. This hat is often inflated, but look out for when it sells consistently to jump in. Tainted Frost October Festa. Good budget effect on decent looking medic hat. This hat has probably gone down in value due to undercutting as it's a common blue grade unusual, so watch out. Shrieking Shades Spooky Head Bouncers. A bigger profit than I'd expect. Great looking effect on bad looking all class hat, but it sells quickly if no one else is on the market. Starstorm Insomnia Bot Dogger. Good price I bought it for, but I have it listed too high so it hasn't sold yet. Bot Dogger is quite a bad all class unusual also, but the effect makes up for the price. Blizzardy Storm Doctor's Sack. Nice effect on nice medic hat. Very average sale here. Frostbite Respectless Robo Glove. I tried gambling on getting a very high tier effect on a very low tier hat, but it hasn't worked out in my favour. Make sure that hat is at least decent looking if you'll try the same strategy, since I'm still stuck with this. Circling TF logo Fried Batter. Mid effect on low tier scout hat. I might be lucky to sell this, but it'll probably be resold in the future. Dead President's Noble Nickel Amassment of Hats. Pretty bad looking all class hat, but I got it for a good price so probably someone thought it was cheap when I sold it. Miami Nights Voodoo Juju. Pretty good looking demo hat, but I definitely paid too much for it and ended up with very minuscule profit for the time it sold. Kilowatt Charmers Chapieu. Very nice looking spy hat. I probably bought it for slightly too high, and for a decent return I had to have it too high as well. Cloud9 Belgian Detective. Awesome looking spy hat with a great effect. I expect the spyman to pick it up eventually, and they did. Haunted Ghost Titanium Tyrolin. Good effect on decent looking Robo Medic hat. A little slow for the margin, but I'll take it. Cloud9 Titanium Tyrolin. Same as the Haunted Ghost one, but worth the margin for the time. Miami Nights Titanium Tyrolin. Slightly less desirable than the other two, but still good. The margin was okay for the time. Bewitched Taunt Disco Fever. Extremely desirable effect, but the taunt is not very desired. I probably paid too much for this gamble as it hadn't sold yet. Stormy Storm Frickin' Sweet Ninja Hood. Great looking hat, but was inflated with market competition and I needed keys, so I quick sold it to a bot for pretty much the same price. Stormy Storm Brotherhood of Arms. Awesome all class hat with good effect, but is a little inflated and has lots of competition. Nether Trail Helmet. Excellent margin and fast sale. Effects from Halloween 2015 sell quick on Halloween 2015 hats as long as the market isn't too inflated or has competition. Blizzardy Storm Horrific Head Splitter. Very fluky sale here. I would not expect this hat to fetch that much despite being good effect and okay looking all class hat. Starstorm Insomnia and Neutron Star Cranial Chakakadon. Very liquid unusual hats from Halloween 2016. If you pick it up for even a small discount, it will sell very fast for profit. Haunted Ghost on the other hand, I have no clue what happened to it, but it would be a decent sale. Hot Totally Boned Warpaint Factory New. Very nice looking paint, decent price I bought it for, probably hasn't sold due to high price. Tesla Coil Cranial Chakarodon. Tesla Coil is an amazing effect that was slept on for a while and is definitely the best effect out of Halloween 2016. This hat should sell fast even with competition, and it did. Miami Nights Armored Authority. Excellent looking soldier hat, but it's definitely an inflated price. A bit lucky to sell for this much. Searing Plasma Blast Defense. Quick switch miss are very wonky on the market as Valve tried patching it, then a new method was found and they could patch it again, but try playing it safe and avoid them unless you get a stupidly good deal. They don't sell as well anymore either. Cool Gifting Man's Wrapping Paper Warpaint Minimal Wear. Mediocre looking warpaint. Good price to buy for though. Blizzardy Storm Galvanized Gibbous. Good effect on a pretty popular Robo all class hat as people love unusual gibbous, but there are so many sellers on this that it's hard to sell. Shrieking Shades Tundra Top. Very desirable and rare hat, but unsure what happened to it. This hat would be able to fetch its backpacked up TF price again easily. Hot Gingerbread Winner Warpaint Minimal Wear. Good price I bought it for, probably have it listed too high. Orbiting Fire Brotherhood of Arms. Decent effect on very good all class hat, but probably has an oversaturated market and is a little inflated. Orbiting Fire is also very glitchy in game and can fly around the map, so the effect looks like it's not even over your head. Cool Candy Coated Warpaint Battle Scarred. Terrible looking warpaint, but I got it for stupidly cheap. I should just quick sell it, to be honest. Spark of Smithsmith Mushanka. I probably bought this for too high and not many people are looking to buy this. Effect and hat aren't that good either. Starstorm Insomnia Nasty Norseman. Very good looking Halloween 2016 hat and effect that is liquid to sell. Almost always take if you can even get a small discount. Terrestrial Favor Throttle Head. Very good looking effect on low tier scout hat. Probably best to avoid if there are many sellers. Special Snowfall Sandman's Brush. This effect is super nice, but the hat is a bit underwhelming and the market is probably flooded. Isotope Spirit of Halloween Warpaint Well Worn. Very good looking warpaint despite being well worn, and I got it for a great price. Should probably lower the price to fetch a sale. Cloud9 Caribbean Conqueror. Great effect on a nice looking hat, but this hat definitely has too much in circulation, meaning more sellers. Best if you can get an empty market for a hat like this. Disco Beatdown La Hamburgler. Overall nice spy hat, especially for the price. Market is probably flooded with a hat like this. Cool bamboo brushed war paint. Okay looking paint. My price is probably too high for a sale to be honest. Bubbling hot dogger. Quite a bad all class hat, but clearly I got it cheap enough for it to appeal to someone. Vicious Vortex Bat Hat. Okay hat, nice effect, but market is often flooded with a hat like the Bat Hat. Astral Presents Taunt Surgeon Squeeze Box. Nice looking taunt, but definitely a fluky sale. Probably just avoid. Wintry Wisp Taunt Rancho Relaxo. Great looking taunt, but there are easily superior budget options so it hasn't sold yet. Starstorm Slumber Cranial Chakarodon. Another one, same thing as before, easy to sell. Orbiting Planets Regulator. Mediocre effect on excellent demo hat. Be cautious though as the regulator is often very inflated. Isotope Spider Season War Paint Field Tested. Great looking paint that I got for stupidly cheap. Should sell soon unless I have it for too high. An unusual number 100 The Scorching Flames Hephaestus Handcraft. Great looking scout hat, but it's definitely inflated, and I'm pretty sure I traded it away for some items, but I don't remember any details after that. And now that we've looked at 100 unusuals, I spent some time collecting the data. As you can see, every unusual had an opportunity of between 180 to 207 days to sell from the time I bought it to the date of this upload. I spent a whopping 2,750 keys on these 100 unusuals approximately. This shows that lots of capital greatly benefits in being patient to sell your items. I managed to sell exactly half of my unusuals for profit, which is cool to see. I had a total of 9 reds, which is to be expected, especially when I don't have the time to monitor each one frequently. I profited roughly 501.69 keys, which is pretty good considering I spent 2,750 keys and nearly half are still yet to sell for high prices, and 9 of them went back into keys but I'm just unsure when. The average profit margin was 44%, which is extremely good and really shows the advantages of using marketplace.tf to patiently sell items. If you don't have several thousands of keys, it's probably best to aim for a profit margin of 20 to 30% selling items slowly, but not too slowly. The average unusual sold in 50 days as well, which is what I'd expect. But remember, there were lots of extremely fast under 1 week sales and lots of over 120 day sales, so don't take this number literally, especially if you don't have that many items to sell. That brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of trading 100 unusuals in Team Fortress 2. I hope this journey through each unusual, the strategy behind acquiring them, and the outcomes of these trades has provided you with practical insights and a clearer understanding of the dynamics involved in bulk trading. If you found this analysis helpful, or if it has inspired your own trading strategies, please leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm interested to hear how you might approach a similar venture or any questions you might have about this experience. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, where we explore the intricacies of TF2 trading in a factual and detailed manner. And if you want to stay updated with future videos, hitting the notification bell will ensure you don't miss out. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy trading and good luck on your own TF2 journey. Until next time, see ya.